So in the last section then we looked at the restrictions on advertising. Now we're going to have a look at fees. What fees can we promote and how can we charge and that sort of thing. So first of all, fees in the promotion material. All right. So first of all, you're not allowed to make any unfair comparisons to other companies regarding the audit fees, etc. And you're not allowed to offer any percentage discounts when offering audit fees. And any fee calculation should be shown clearly, the basis upon how you're working it out, normally hourly. And it's okay to have free consultation, that would be allowable, as long as it's just consultation and not actual audit work. So that's what you can promote. What are we allowed to charge? What basis would be acceptable to charge fees? Well, it would depend, obviously, on the seniority, the expertise, the competence of the staff involved, the time it takes, the risk to us as a company, the riskier the client, the more return we would like, how urgent and important it is to the client would make us give it priority and therefore charge more, and obviously we need recovering on the overhead spent. So they're the things you need to think about when, and they're allowable things when you are charging your fee. Okay, you put this in the engagement letter, okay, and whatever they feel appropriate. So contingency and percentage fees then. We've already talked about this on audits, that basically it isn't allowed because you cannot have a self-interest, which is what it would be if it was a contingency. Then you would make sure that they worked and make sure that it became correct in order for you to get your money. So any contingency when it depends on something else happening, you can't have. And similarly with percentage fees, you can't have those as well for audits. But what about for non-audit services? Well, these are possibly allowable, okay, and it depends on, well, what is the variability of it. Could it be, if it's only going to be, all right, you get a 4%, you pay 4% less if something happens and it's non-audit, well, that's not very variable, it's not a big range of fees, so maybe that would be allowable. So if the percentage is small, then it might be allowable on a non-audit. Okay, finally then on fees, we're going to have a look at the ethical issues, and what we're looking at here in particular is what we call lowballing, where one of your competitors has a high price and you go in and you charge a very low price. That's moving to try and show this a ball. Anyway, so the ball comes down low, and that's what it is, lowballing, that you're charging a very, very low price compared to other companies who charge a high price. And that's a bit odd, because how can you do it? Well, you can do if few factors really, that you're not being misleading, so you're not offering a low price because you're offering less, so you're not being misleading about the services that you're offering, that you actually can do it, that it's economically viable to you, because if it's not, then you're not going to stay in business and the client will have to be looking elsewhere, that the appropriate standards are maintained. That's really important, isn't it? You can't be charging a low price and then giving a low quality audit, because that is completely against the profession and the ethical issues that we want to maintain. So that's the problem with lowballing. It's fine as long as we are maintaining our standards, our